Baptized by the power of the torch and the flame in your eye. Born to love again, I'm a brand new man. Woo! Alright. Hi, my name is Abel, and I'm here today to share with you another very important reason you may not be able to achieve anything in life. In the last few days, I've been giving reasons, and I want you to check that out on my various pages. On today's topic, we will be looking at self-belief as a major factor why people don't achieve anything in life. Now, don't get it all wrong when you have not achieved as much as you should. As far as you are on the right course of action and you already know what you're doing or what I'm discussing about here today, then there won't be any need to worry. Just keep at it and be stable. Gradually, everything will come together and you'll be glad you've achieved something. But if you're not anywhere near here, you need to please listen and listen attentively, because I'm going to be talking about those reasons. And don't forget, also stick with me here because there are many more that I'm going to be talking about. Having said that, self-belief is a very major problem that prevents a lot of people from achieving anything in life. One of the most dangerous things of life that hold people back is fear. Someone once said that the thin line between success and failure is the giant wall of fear. And I totally agree with that. Fear has its grip on people with self-belief. And funny enough, even with your knowledge, when it comes to self-belief, sometimes you tend to lose it. I said this because I've been in those shoes before. There was a time in my life that people were hunting me back. It got to a point that I just couldn't leave my house. And once I get to my office, I would just lock myself indoors for 24 hours. This was a period that I had issues with my businesses. I was so scared of what people would say. I was scared of everything. But within me, I knew I hadn't done anything wrong. I knew I would come back to my feet again, even when people had given up on me. Unfortunately, I was expecting people to believe me instead of me believing in myself. The embarrassments I received made me want to blame everyone who had laughed at me or caused me the pains. But that was wrong on my part. People should believe in me only when I have total belief in myself. And listen, people will only believe in you when they see they see that you absolutely believe in yourself. It is not about you preaching it to them. They will see the evidences by the actions you take, by the results you have achieved. As I was saying about my issues, what I was going through made life so scary. At this point, I was even scared of my own shadows. Then one day, I went to the office after resolving to change my attitude and start believing in myself and the future in store for me. By keeping my focus of pushing on, knowing fully that if I did it, I would only end up there with a lost glory for all I have built in the last 2 decades of my life. I am talking about my name, my reputation, about my beliefs, my principles. But guess what? At a point when I started seeing results of the first step of self-belief, while taking some steps to move on from my losses, another huge attack came from nowhere. This was an attack that would silence me forever. And this is what happened. A young man walked into my office as an investigative journalist to film and record my conversations with him on a product I was selling for one of my clients. Days after, he went on to publish negative story about me with an intention to actually smear my reputation before the public. The day I noticed it, I was shocked. And while in talks, a call came from my client, the owner of the product, who is a pharmacist. And he said, "Did you see what they wrote?" I said, "Yes, sir. I'm right on it right now. What do I do?" I asked him with this sense of concern. And he said, "Forget those hungry people. They wanted me to bribe them for an award. But because I refused it, they now decided to come after me or come after my business. So don't bother. They are just after me." But listen, when I looked at it closely, I just thought, these people just can't just be after him with my video or my company name in public space. Why, for heaven's sake, would someone not go after people like aloe vera, whatever. But instead, go after a Nigerian pharmacist who has done wonderful researches and come up with a lot of products with international awards from left, right, and center. By the way, we've been using these products and it's been working. Now, this was totally demoralizing and almost took life away from me. It was dragging me like 10 steps backward. This was the only source of income at the time for me after what happened to my business. A few days later, I sat back and did a whole of soul searching. And this is what I found. The world is actually an intimidating place. There are people out there who will go all the way to hold your balls so that they can end you. To be able to conquer them, you must be fearless. To be fearless, you need what is called self-belief in yourself, so that you can stand anywhere and any day to defend your actions. Here are some tips I want to share with you. First, the moment you allow fear into your life, it begins to erode your self-belief. And if you must know, fear has nothing to offer. Once fear sets in and you lose that self-belief, losses begin to creep into your life. Fear puts in or puts you in bad light. You will begin to see disappointments from everywhere. Fear instills doubts in you. It hastens your death. It brings hunger. It breeds poverty. It breeds evil around you. Anything you touch begins to fail. But when you refuse to allow it, when you stand up and say, no matter what, you can stand and face it by the various steps of action you're going to be taking, then be rest assured you're taking total care of everything. But for you to actually be able to face your fears and have a great self-belief, you must be willing to develop yourself. You must be willing to learn. You must be willing to listen to advices from the people who are already ahead of you. This, of course, is one of the foremost secrets of people who have achieved great feats today in life. This doesn't mean you shouldn't believe in anything around you. In fact, you can believe in your parents, believe in your friend, believe in your government, believe in your church pastors or your imams, believe in the saints, but most importantly, believe in yourself. That is very important. Believe in your strength to do the task. Believe in your intelligence to see things farther ahead and be able to interpret them. To be able to make wise decisions. Believe in your capacity to keep going even when it seems there is no way. Believe in your energy, your love for others. Importantly too, believe in the goals you have set for yourself. Believe in your relationships. Believe in your children, your spouse, your career, your business. The word here is simply self-belief. And when you have self-belief, it attracts others to you. Believe in you until people begin to believe in you. It is only then that you can start attracting the good things of life. It is only then that you can start achieving great things. This is what you must know about the world we live in. It is filled with very weak minds. People who cannot take a step until they are told to do so. People who cannot start something until someone says it is time. People who cannot fix a problem until someone hits them hard in the face and say, do it or you die. Listen to this. 99% of the world's population is filled with this sense of people who don't believe in themselves. So they need to trust someone to be able to do what they must do to live or survive. It's like saying the government constructs a bridge between Abuja and Jos, and it says, now the bridge is set for you to start using it. Do you know that 99% of people will never go on that bridge? They will never. That's how the mindsets of most people are. That's why you hardly see people take strides to discover new things. That's why you hardly see people embrace new ideas. To be exceptional, to be able to achieve anything in life, you must be willing to take that first step. And of course, that comes with a level of self-belief that you have for yourself. Now listen to this. Self-belief doesn't have to be a mass action. You don't need your brother, sister, parents, or whoever. It requires a personal decision and action. It involves just one person taking the bold step of moving into his or her future. And that lies totally with you. In conclusion today, let me say that in the last 8 years, my life has totally changed because I have immersed myself in learning certain life secrets where self-belief plays a pivotal role. And I can confirm that a lot has been achieved in terms of my relationship, my family, my finances, my social life, my health, just name them. I've not only attracted a lot of good things, but I've improved so well because of this knowledge. I hope you too can make some drastic changes to your brain mind. Do have a wonderful day as you start believing in the powers that you have. Enjoy the moments, and don't forget, no one is going to come to your house and make you great. Everything, and I mean every fucking thing, lies in your hand. See you at the next episode. Bye for now.